Howdy y'all, welcome back to the Den of DBZALLSTAR. I'm DBZALLSTAR, or Steve if you prefer. If you look at some of the videos on my channel, I have two videos dealing with the proper packaging and preparation for books to be shipped. My rule of thumb is I try to ship items and prepare them for shipping, for that matter, in a manner that I would like to see my items properly prepared, packaged, and protected for shipping. So we are going to ship something I have sold recently from my collection. This is the Silver Surfer Parable Treasury or Gallery Edition. And as you can see, it is still brand new, but it came to me, or rather was purchased, with some holes in the outer wrapping. So I have sold this to a seller off of the eBay, and I'm going to do something a little bit different with the packaging and protection here. We're going to start off with, of course, some bubble sheet here to secure the book. And I like to do multiple layers just to be safe and provide as much protection as humanly possible. So that should do it. And we're going to reach for our tape here. So we get that one side, and we'll get both the other sides to the best of my ability here. I don't want to create a lump, so we're going to seal that side to secure it in place. We're going to seal this side to secure it in place. And what I've done here, something a little bit different, I've taken two vinyl cases that were utilized recently. My lady received the Sabrina Carpenter album and the latest Taylor Swift, so we're going to utilize those as our packages for this particular book. And one thing I also always do is ensure that no matter who the client happens to be, whether it's someone through the Omnibuds Cafe or it happens to be someone off of eBay, what have you, one thing I always end up doing is taking pictures after to showcase that I have put forth my absolute best effort to provide ample protection and security for their item. And so far, so good. We're going to bend here and secure. Once is not enough, so we're going to bend and secure here. Now, fortunately, there was already some stick to this outer portion of the Sabrina Carpenter vinyl, so we'll be able to secure that relatively easily. And again, as you've seen, I've taken the proper precautions. Tape is our friend in this situation. And just to be safe, one more around here and one on the lower portion. Sorry if you're sensitive to noises. It's just the way with tape. So we have our label here. We're going to secure that, placing it over any stickers originally on there. I like to take a piece of tape and secure it over the actual address. And I have these stickers ordered off of the Amazon. They say, "Please handle with love. Fragile. Thank you." I put one in one corner on top, one in the bottom corner on top. Flip. One corner, one in the other corner, and there's 6, so why not? One on the side there, and one on this side here. So it is properly secured here. There's no shake to it. This is the first time I've shipped a Treasury or a Gallery edition, and I wanted to experiment with even further security because it's not as thick, obviously, as an omnibus. And even though it's a hardcover edition, it may be still prone to damage given the carriers, and this will ship out via the United States Postal Service. But overall, I think I've done the best I can to showcase my packaging and protection style for something I haven't even ever shipped as a result of the sale before. Of course, I should probably discuss one of the most vital aspects of shipping and protection. That's our tools. So, got my bubble sheet. This was, I believe, $19 at Sam's Club if you have a Sam's Club membership. Some Costco locations do have bubble wrap as well. Scotch shipping or packing tape, either will do. I use the shipping tape. There is it's either a 6 or an 8 pack at Sam's Club. It's usually about $14.99. It goes on sale for as low as $8.98 from what I've seen. And of course, scissors to cut label paper if you have a printer capable of utilizing it. And I do highly recommend getting some form of warning or precaution to notify the carrier that you're on the lookout, you're watching, you're making sure everything is being treated with the proper respect. Because at the end of the day, it's going to come down to, if you've done everything to secure, it's going to come down to the relationship between the carrier and their packages, to treat them with respect. There's a lot of things we can control in this situation, but from the moment it leaves your hands and enters that transit as part of the logistics, you lose all control, and you have to have that relationship of trust built somehow with your buyer in order to help them understand you've done everything possible and that you are not responsible for whatever goes on in the carrier. Sometimes you are, but I sold this through eBay. I have every single item's description on my eBay listings that I'm not responsible for what happens with the carrier. That's one of the most prominent reasons that I send pictures to my buyers, because I want to show that I'm a seller that cares, but also that I can't be held responsible. I'm not a retail store. I don't have insurance in that way. I'm not responsible for what the carrier does. Those situations do happen. It sucks, but at the end of the day, that's what the insurance through the carrier is for. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, if you like to check out other options for packing and shipping, I do have 2 other videos. I will link to those in the description below. Until then, please stay healthy, stay safe. If you're selling to someone, please treat them the way you would want to be treated, and overall, be well. Please like, subscribe, do all the things, including hitting that bell for notifications for more wonderful content. Well, I think it's wonderful. I'm putting a lot of heart and joy into this, It's all up to you. So leave a comment. Have a wonderful day.